What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times, back with another weekly race video. And this right here is the final weekly race video for 2018. We have started this in January, and now we are down to the final week of this year. So this year we're gonna go out with a bang. This might be a long one, but then you never know. I might take a very short time filming it. You never know. But we're gonna do another version of Realistix versus Fantasy. Now the track we're gonna be racing on is this. Yeah, that's right. Free Range Raceway. It is back. And now I'm going to be racing them, or not racing them, but racing Realistix and Fantasy cars for you to see, with all the crazy crashes, bumps, and wipeouts for your eyes to glare at. We'll be racing 30 realistic cars and 30 fantasy cars, a total of 60 cars. We're going to end this year on a good note with our finals videos coming. I've already edited and filmed them, and then also the highlights video coming up as well. And then also at the end of the video, I'll let you know what's coming in 2019. So it's time to start the unlimited rounds of Realistic versus Fantasy for today's final weekly race of 2018. Alright, y'all, it's time to start the first round. Here are our first 2 vehicles. These cars are picked at random in bin 8, by the way. Could have helped I start the finish line, but I'm pretty sure everybody saw that. It was the Muscle Bound that got the win. Okay, guys, here are the next 2. And by the way, I got the finish line on, so now we'll find out who actually wins.
Winner, lane 3.
I saw the customized C3500 cross the line first. It gets the win. And welcome back, by the way, if I haven't said that already, because we haven't seen this in a long time. Alright, y'all, here are your next 2. And by the way, the Jeepster Commando can fit on the track, if those of y'all are wondering. Ooh, a fail.
Winner, lane 3.
Alright, so Rising Heat got the win, but the world happened to Jeepster Commando. Alright, y'all, here are the next 2. And if you didn't notice, it's plastic. No longer a metal body, metal base car for the twin mill. Let's see if it changes anything.
Winner, lane 5.
It doesn't change a damn thing, but the twin mill is still gonna get the win. Here's the next group.
Winner, lane 5.
Looks like Street Creeper got a failed start, but we do have a winner here. The CC9 Charger 500s. Alright, y'all, here are the next 2. And look at that chrome Batmobile, though, right there. It's nice. Nope. You did not get across the line. Even though it was a blur, I think Moto Wing decided to put a stop to him. So we're gonna race these 2 again.
Winner, lane 5.
I saw Motorwing cross first. Motorwing gets the win. Alright, here are the next two.
Winner, lane 5.
Winner is Track Manga. Here are your next two.
Winner, lane 2.
This race is under review. After reviewing the race, the ruling on the track has confirmed that Double Vision has crossed the line by a very, 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 very short margin. It was the damnedest drag race I've seen from these two ever, but in the end, Double Vision was just a very slight bit faster than the Indy 500 oval. Let me know in the comment section if you think otherwise. But for now, Double Vision goes in the winner's pile, and then the Indy 500 goes into the losers area, which is right off the camera. So it's time to go see the next two, which are already on the track. Here they are. Excited to see if something epic will happen from these two.
Winner, lane 3.
Alright, Nissan 350Z gets the win. Okay guys, next two.
Winner, lane 3.
These guys went so fast I was not able to keep up with it, but I did see, somehow, the XP07 get the win. Alright, next two, and this is going to be an epic run. Let's see what happens.
Winner, lane 5.
Maybe an epic squash, because the, what's it called? Rapid Responder just squashed the 87 Dodge D100s. Maybe it's because it was made in Indonesia. Alright, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Alright, it goes to the 71 Mustang funny car. And obviously, as you can look by it, it has been retooled. As you see, the grille is chrome right there. Here we go, next to Battle of the Blues. And not the genre of music.
Winner, lane 5.
MR11 gets the win. Fantasy cars have an astonishing lead right now. Alright, here are your next two. Redo.
Winner, lane 5.
Alright, winner is the Ford Fusion. And if you look right here, right there, you see that? Y'all think I'm really joking here. I'm really serious. Cars made by that country right there are seriously fast. I mean, I have loads of examples on my channel of how they are fast. Maybe I should make a video dedicated to cars made from that country movie. I don't know. Alright, next two. I know, I saw the Escalade across the line. How did... Wow, he ended up all the way over here. Man. That race must have been well worth it for him to be all the way back here. Escalade gets the win. Alright, here are your next two.
Winner, lane 6.
It's Too Tough. Too Tough gets the win. Coming at you with the next two.
Winner, lane 3.
Wow, that Corvette is so mean. The twin induction casting gets the win. Here are the next two, and yes, I will make a versus video featuring that CRX and the 88 CRX, by the way. So that will be coming sometime in 2019.
Winner, lane 5.
Speaking of the CRX, the 1985 Honda CRX has gotten the win. And if you're wondering, I found like multiple, so it was very easy for me to find, by the way. We have ourselves a Solar Reflex and a Maverick. So let's see who wins. Oh wow! Massive attack that happened down here. Looks like we're gonna have to redo this one.
Winner, lane 5.
Solar Reflex gets the win. Alright, here we go. Here are the next two.
Winner, lane 1.
JDM fans are not gonna like that one. Roadster gets the win. Alright guys, so for the duration of this race, put hashtag Rocket League in the comment section. And plus, who you think might win. Be sure you pause and do that. Or just, if you want to race, or if you want to see this race, even though it's going to be a short period of time, go ahead and do that. But yes, hashtag Rocket League and the car that has won it.
Winner, lane 3.
I think Rocket League needs to make an app update featuring Hot Wheels cars, because the Bone Shaker smoked the in-app car in Octane. Who would have thought that would have happened? Here are your next two. And I'm starting to really love the Ford GT-LM. I have like multiple versions of it, with the metal spoiler and with the plastic spoiler on it. But I don't have the new models of one that I should have gotten 8 years ago. Or 9 years ago. Whichever way you look at it. HW50. It's going to have some good decals, and I think it's the Speed Blur series in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, for now on guys, I want y'all to refer to this orange McLaren 720S as the McLaren 720S PO. Why? Here's why. I have gotten the McLaren 720S PO car while playing Forza Horizon 4 I think a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. I don't know. But I finally got it. It's in my Forza Horizon 4 garage, and now this orange one will officially be called the PO car by me.
Winner, lane 2.
Alright, 40-something. Defeat out the PO car in the 720S. Alright guys, here are your next two. Look at that 88 CRX. I wish I had headlights in the front, by the way. That's the only downfall of this casting.
Winner, lane 3.
Oh, the promising Hot Wheels car took it. That's T-Gray. Alright guys, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Clear Speeder gets the win. Alright guys, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Yeah, boy, we coming through. Got ourselves the Subaru Impreza moving on. Alright guys, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Just like that, and already off the track, the Cadillac CTS-V gets the win. He will join the Cadillac Escalade in the next round. Alright, next two.
Winner, lane 3.
We're going to have another Bone Shaker move on, and this is the closed roof version. So we have an open roof and a closed roof version moving on. Alright, y'all, second to the last group. We got the Coureur de Ville taking on a legendary Silhouette. By the way, Silhouette is going to be coming out, and I think it's going to be like a Gen E type or something like that. I don't know.
Winner, lane 5.
Silhouette gets the win. We saved the best for last. 16 Angels taking on my Datsun 510. Let's see who will get the win. 510 makes short work of the competition. He got the win. Here is how round number 2 is going to look like. Boy, oh boy. Look at how many fantasy cars moved on. We got 10 in one row already. 10 realistic cars in one row. 9 fantasy cars and 1 realistic car. So 11 realistic cars moving on. And then 20 or 19 fantasy cars moving on. Wow. I can't wait to see who is going to get knocked out and who is going to come home with the big W for 2018. Round number 2 is coming up next. Yeah, buddy. That's my best Pauly D impression that I did so far. Round number 2 is up. We got Realistix versus Fantasy still going on. Customized C3500 taking on Muscle Bound with the M&M Kamikaze decals on it.
Winner, lane 1.
Alright, C3500 gets to stay while the Muscle Bound casting gets to get the hell out of the track. Alright guys, next 2. Now the Charger 500 makes short work of the Rising Heat casting. Another fantasy car bites the dust. Alright guys, next 2.
Winner, lane 3.
I know it was the Nissan 350Z that got the win. Twin Mill had the speed, but didn't have the momentum to continue it. Here are the next 2.
Winner, lane 3.
XPO7 makes quick work of that fantasy car in Motor Wing. Fantasy cars are brutally getting owned right now at this moment, but it might change because we have a funny car right here, and then we have the Trek Manga, by the way. Wouldn't it be awesome if we had Trek Manga take on the XPO7 since they're both pink? Ooh, well, we might get that dream because Track Manga has just moved on. But I know when the realistic cars have to flip on over because they're really low on cars. One of these is going to take on the Track Mega, and I think it's going to be the C3500. Alright, here we go. Next 2. Looks like the Fusion police car has actually spun out, and so far it gave Double Vision the win. Who would have thought that this race would have happened? We have an Escalade with FTE wheels, and we have the most dominant fantasy casting that is big in its own right, but is very older than this guy right here. So this might make for some pretty cool racing. Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. Let's see who wins. Rapid Responder just kicked the hell out of that Cadillac Escalade and got the win. Rapid Responder just brutalizes the caddy this time around and gets the win. Okay guys, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
A 1985 Honda CRX gets the win. Here we go, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Straight line, bow. There we go. Impreza gets the win. Alright, next two.
Winner, lane 2.
Alright, Cadillac CTS-V gets the win. We're coming at you with these two right here. 510 wagon, taking on... Oh, what is that? A Solar Reflex. Let's see who wins it. Ooh, big crash between those two. But Solar Reflex is going to move on, dethroning my Datsun 510 wagon. Boo-hoo. Next. Due to the small amount of realistic cars moving on, C3500 has to go again. And he's taking on Roadster.
Winner, lane 2.
Roadster beats out the C3500. Alright guys, let's race. It was a very easy squash match right there. Bone Shaker got it. Alright, here are your next two. Let's see if 350Z can beat out HW50.
Winner, lane 2.
I don't know if you realize this, but two Indonesian cars got beat out by regular castings. And here we go. HW50 beat out the second one. Alright, XPO7 has to beat out 40-something.
Winner, lane 4.
Easy win. Alright, CRX has to take on Tigray.
Winner, lane 2.
Tigray beat out another one. Let's see if Impreza can beat out Clear Speeder. Another fast car knocked out. Clear Speeder got another one. Alright, here we go. CTS has to beat out the, not Bugatti, the Bone Shaker.
Winner,
Oh yeah, he got it.
3.
Fantasy cars have been kicking ass lately, but this one is fighting back. Alright, XPO7 has to beat out Silhouette if he wants to move on to the next round.
Winner, lane 3.
Oh, it wasn't an easy task, but he got it done. Look at that. He is your winner. And despite us being around, he loses. Here is how round number 3 is going to look. We will see 2 pink cars go ahead on the first round, by the way. That's going to be epic. Other than that, we have an Indonesian car, and then we have an FTE car that is leading the charge for Realistix, but they have to beat out all these castings, especially the Rocket League, Bone Shaker, and the Rapid Responder, and the Solar Reflex. Those 3 are going to be their challengers. So yes, it's time for round number 3, and it begins right now. Round number 3, and it cannot get no more girlier than this. 2 pink cars going up against each other. Both part of the Speed Blur series. One part of the main series, and one part of the 5-pack. Track Manga. Dodge XPO7. Pink versus Pink. Pinky Pinky. Who's gonna get the winnie?
Winner, lane 2.
And it's this Pinky Pink Dodge XPO7 that's gonna get the win. It's gonna be the XPO7 and the the CTSV swapping back and forth, beating out fantasy cars unless they get beat. So let's see if CTS got what it takes to beat out the double vision casting.
Winner, lane 1.
Shut down, just like that. Now XPO7 has to beat out Rapid Responder. That's a tough one to fill. Both cars are made in Indonesia, but one is going to be fast. Let's see who will get it.
Winner, lane 5.
Chucked him out. XPO7 barely got it in on the finish line. And that must have been an epic race because Rapid Responder is over there crashed. Alright, Solar Reflex has to beat out the CTSV. Why do people call it an ATS? It's because I was playing too much Forza.
Winner, lane 2.
Yep, CTSV got it. After this race, the CTSV has to beat out Bone Shaker. That's going to be a tough task. FTE versus Indonesia. But for the XPO7, we have to see what happens when he takes on Roadster.
Winner, lane 5.
Easy win. They're beating out fantasy cars left and right here. Alright, here we go. This is going to be epic. CTSV taking on the Rocket League Bone Shaker. And if you know a thing or two about the Rocket League Bone Shaker, the 308 came close to beating it. So let's see if it can actually get beat this time around.
Winner, lane 5.
Bone Shaker moves on. Sayonara CTS. That means XPO7 has to beat the remaining 3 fantasy cars in order to move on to a final round, which we will pin Bone Shaker against XPO7 in a best 2 out of 3. If the XPO7 gets eliminated by one of those 3 fantasy cars, this weekly race video is over. XPO7 has to beat out HW50. Let's see if he can do it. Alright, XPO7 got the win. XPO7 has to beat out T-Gray. He got crushed for his efforts, but the XPO7 did it. Bone Shaker awaits his challenge, but he might not have to, because the XPO7 has to dethrone Clear Speeder. Could this be the biggest comeback ever? Let's see what happens. He gets crashed again. But I cannot believe this. This is the final weekly race of the year, and XPO7 has pulled out the impossible, dethroning fantasy cars in a, I think it's 10 on 2, but then turned into 10 on 1 handicap race or round. That is astonishing. He gets the right to beat out or try to beat the Bone Shaker in the best 2 out of 3 run in what's now going to be known as the finals. Bone Shaker and XPO7 are going to try to see who will become the winner for their respective team. Fantasy cars or realistic cars? Bone Shaker, XPO7, finals, next. Alright guys, a race that was once lopsided has just now turned even. Bone Shaker and XPO7 are going to battle out to see who is going to be the winner for their respective brands. Best 2 out of 3. It's time to see who will win the first run.
Winner, lane 3.
I would have to see an instant replay because those two came down simultaneously. After reviewing the race, and this was a tough decision, the ruling on the track has confirmed that I am going to have to give the Dodge XPO7 the win. It was really close. Especially Bone Shaker crossing the line as well as the XPO7 doing the same thing. Now, remember the ruling for free range raceway tracks only. And I think the Narrows Raceway. You do not have to sound the finish line in order to be first across the line. So, the XPO7 did cross the line. I don't know if he hit the trigger, or I think they probably both hit it at the same time. But the XPO7 is going to have to get this W for the day. That was a really tough call to make. And plus, I also had to use a still picture which was massively blurry. But it's shown the pink car has gotten it. Now it's time to see if the XPO7 wins this again. He'll be the winner for his team, but if not, this will be forced into a third run. Alright, Bone Shaker has to give it its all in order to win. Because if not, XPO7 is going to be the winner for this year. And yet we have another race that we have to do a replay on. This one has victory implications in it. After review of the race, the ruling on the track has confirmed that the Dodge XPO7 has clearly crossed the line and has gotten the all-important victory for Team Realistic Cars. Congratulations to the Dodge XPO7. The deck was stacked against them throughout the entire weekly race video, but this car has managed to pull it off and has absolutely became the victor for Team Realistic Cars. Bone Shaker is fast, but sorry, it is not that fast. So that goes over here alongside the losers. Here are all the losers from both teams who did not win. I have it alternated between realistic cars. So you see here's 10 realistic, 10 fantasy, both at 10. Both at 10 again. And there you see 9 on 10. Realistic cars has came up with the win. But it wasn't with its controversies. Controversies including the crazy win between Double Vision and Indy 500. An epic defeat from Rapid Responder, dethroning the Escalade, but then getting mauled by the XPO7. And finally, Bone Shaker, who has barely got a win over the 308 2 weeks ago, has finally met his match by a Team Hot Wheels Designers car. Congratulations to the Dodge XPO7 once again for getting a win for Team Realistix for this final Realistic versus Fantasy Casting weekly race video for 2018. Thank y'all for sticking around for this whole year, and we will see you with more weekly races in 2019. I hope you like this video. Thumbs it up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure you subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. Well, it's your boy Chris Cage, and I'm coming at you 2 times, and we will see you at the next year. Thanks for watching. Alright, so before I go, I would have to tell you, I forgot to tell you what is coming in 2019. So here is what is on the horizon, pun intended, for 2019. We will be having a new Hot Wheels all-out system for the Realistix and the Fantasy cars. We will also have the Monster Truck Challenge, a new challenge coming for 2019, and also brand new for 2019. We are going to be doing something called Forza Vlog. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I am running out of showcase videos, so that will be in place from time to time, taking over the Sunday slot for uploading scheduling. How will this work? I will film various days within a week of me playing Forza Horizon 4, doing races, maybe playground games, or maybe like wheel spins, which I would like to hashtag WheelSpinMania, or opening super wheel spins, all for the delights of your needs. Or something like that. I don't know, I just worded it wrong. But yeah, that is what's coming in 2019. I hope you'll enjoy this new content, and we will see you at the next video. And also see you in the next year.